Hi, this is Naman Ramachandran, live from the National Film Theatre, the Cathedral of Cinema. And we are at the BFI London Film Festival, the 60th edition. And I'm here with the team of possibly the best Indian film made this year, which is A Billion Color Story, which had its world premiere at Busan. And now it's having its European premiere in London. And it'll have its India premiere at Mami, the Geo Mami Mumbai Film Festival with Star. Yes, I got that right. So, first up, the director, Padma Kumar.
Hi, Naman. Thank you for your kind words. It's amazing to be here. It's a huge privilege. When we started making this film, we had no clue about any of the film festivals, and then for it to premiere at Busan and then at London, it's quite an unbelievable journey for a small little film like the one we just made. Thank you.
And Satish Kaushik, as you know, extremely well-known face in India, actor, director, producer, a man of many talents. What made you decide to co-produce this film?
Actually, it was not my decision. You can say not totally mine, but Paddy and me go a long way. We have been associated with each other creatively as creative persons. And suddenly one day, he came to me with a story idea, and actually he wanted me to play a little part in the film what she was making. So he said, I'm already started shooting a film called A Billion Color Story, and I want you to be part of it and do a role. But when I read the story, I was absolutely moved by that, And I said, can I be part of it as a producer? And he said, most welcome, like the way Paddy is. He's a very warm, very affectionate person, very idealistic person, And that is how actually I became. I'm more than a producer. I'm actually facilitating the film, because I think he had completed the movie, he started shooting the movie, and then I came in later. But it was my privilege and my honor and to be part of it, and we are just taking around Busan, London, Geo Mami, everything, and more things will happen to it. So we'll feel very proud of this, and I feel very proud of Paddy,
And now to the star of the film, Dhruva Padma Kumar, who happens to be Padma Kumar's son, but he's not here as Padma Kumar's son, he is here as the star of his film. So how was it like working with your father?
I could say it's a very unique experience to work with my father, because it's like creating something with the person that you're closest to in the world. So it's a whole new experience, and it was a good experience, I think, shooting with him. And he was caught between trying to be like a parent and trying to be very professional with me. So it was a great moment when he asked me to play a role in the film, and I immediately said yes.
And we are fortunate enough to have with us Carrie Rajinder Soni, who is the program advisor for South Asia for the BFI London Film Festival. So, Carrie, what made you pick this film in the first place?
I think it stood out really from all the other films I was seeing. One of the films of this year that really stood out, and it's something a fresh image of South Asia, a fresh image of India, and it's quite surprising, and yet it's kind of celebratory, and it's life affirming. I think that's the best word for it. It's a film that makes you'll come out of the auditorium either in tears or in tears of joy. And
And tell us about the London reception of this film.
Yeah, well, the London audiences aren't great ones for getting emotionally too wound up about anything, so it's not a British way of the way we are. So what was particularly nice about this film was that we had a standing ovation when the film finished, and it was great to see 4 minutes of standing ovation. I counted it because it cut off the Q&A. So it was great. So it was a real sense that the festival was not only showing a great film, but this is a film that had a global appeal. It attracted not just a South Asian audience in the UK, but a mainstream UK white audience as well. It was something for everybody.
And lastly, back to Padma Kumar. So the film touches upon many issues that India is facing, including intolerance and religious disharmony. But at its beating heart, there's always a very positive message. So what made you think of this subject?
Naman, for me, I'm an idealist. I really believe in the goodness in people, and 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 pretty staunchly as well. I'm almost fanatical about my belief in the good in every human being, and I felt that maybe if we created something using our abilities, using whatever art we have at our disposal, to actually get people back in touch with their better sides, to make them believe in the goodness that still exists in them, then perhaps, even if we convert a few people, it's a huge distance to go. So that's really at the heart of this film. Yeah.
So that's it from us in London. We are in the green room, as you can see, of the BFI. No one, the public is not allowed in here. It's invite only. You need to make a world-class film to get into this room. And so this is Naman signing off. And before signing off, let me say that after a long time, a film made me cry. And carry a hanky when you watch this film. Goodbye.